Okay, nobody's vulnerable, and West is the dealer. West has got 12 points in a balanced hand. So if East-West are playing Akol with a weak no trump, West will open one no trump. If they're playing standard American system or any strong no trump based system, then West would have to open one diamond, assuming they're playing 5 card majors in that system, which standard American would, and then they would rebid one no trump to show 12 to 14 balanced. In this instance, if they are playing American, it would go one diamond, one heart, and then the heart fit comes to light, so they find the heart fit that way. I think this East-West pair are playing a weak no trump though, so West should be opening one no trump here, which shows 12 to 14 points in a balanced hand. Yeah, that's what they're playing. Okay, so West opens a no trump. North has only got 6 points, not good enough to overcall, so North should pass. And the heart fit is going to come to light here with a transfer. East is going to be 2 diamonds as a transfer. How many points has East got? They've got 12, 13 points. So the correct approach here is bid 2 diamonds with East, and then after 2 diamonds being the transfer, their partner bids 2 hearts. You would then bid 3 no trumps. You've only got 5 hearts with East, so you can't just leap to 4 hearts. Because if you go 2 diamonds, your partner bids 2 hearts, and then you jump to 4 hearts, you've assumed there's a heart fit. Now in this instance, there is a heart fit, but you don't know that. So with 5 cards in a suit, after your partner opens one no trump, you transfer first. 5 cards in a major, this is. You transfer first, your partner bids your suit, and then you go back to no trumps if you've got any strength, or you pass if you're weak. So in this instance, because East has a game-going hand, they want to bid 2 diamonds, their partner bids 2 hearts, and then they jump to 3 no trumps. And what 3 no trumps says is, I've got enough to go to game, and I've only got 5 hearts. Because if East had 6 hearts, they would know that East-West has a fit. They would know that because 6 hearts opposite a balanced hand must have 2 hearts, therefore there is a fit. With only 5 you're not sure, so the correct approach here is 2 diamonds, partner bids 2 hearts, then 3 no trumps. Leave the decision to your partner. West is not going to have a difficult time deciding whether to bid game in hearts or game in no trumps because they've got a 4-card heart fit, which is very nice. You only need 3 to have a fit when your partner transfers, so having 4 is like a Brucey bonus. It's an extra card there, and not only that, they're nice. South doubles the diamonds to say, lead me a diamond. Don't mind that. Really, you should have 5 to double an artificial bid. Say, I would have bid that. You should have 5 to overcall the suit. But I understand why they've done it. They're saying, lead me a diamond. My diamonds are good. They're not that good. Ace, Jack, 9. They're okay. Some players here would play that after the double, West doesn't have to bid now if they don't want to. They don't have to complete the transfer, and that's because East is going to get another bid. So some players would play that this 2 heart bid promises 3 or more hearts now because they have chosen to complete the transfer. Depends whether East-West have agreed that or not. If East-West have agreed that, West could, they wouldn't in this instance, but they could pass, and then East could redouble, as known as a retransfer. But I suspect I think West is just doing as they're told and ignoring that South has doubled, which is not unreasonable either. You don't need to add complexity if you don't want to. North doubles 2 hearts, no idea why. I have no understanding of that double whatsoever. Takeout double, wanting their partner to bid. I mean, if North is to bid, they might bid 3 diamonds, expecting their partner to have 5 diamonds, so therefore they've got 4, which makes 9, so therefore bidding 3 diamonds looks not unsafe, although their partner only has 4 diamonds when they should have had 5. East has opted to bid 3 clubs as their second bid. I don't think that's a bad bid. I just think 3 no trumps or 4 hearts is where you're going, so I don't think the clubs are relevant here. So I think you just bid 3 no trumps and let your partner choose. For me here, you'd want more clubs, more distribution. 5-5, 6-4, something like that. 6-5 maybe. 3 no trumps is fine. Okay, your king of diamonds is singleton, but your partner will have something in diamonds. It's very unlikely that they can just run, first 5 or 6 diamond tricks. I do understand that South's doubled diamonds though, so it is concerning. So I can see this approach as safer. But what might be a little bit unclear now to West is does East have a good hand? And the answer is yes, they must have a good hand, because if they had a weak hand, they would just pass 2 hearts. But West might be slightly concerned now about, is game actually on, or is East just, 10, 11 points? East should have an opening hand to make this bid, because they bid a new suit at the 3 level, which is forcing. So for me, the correct bid from West is 4 hearts, but West might be slightly worried, so bids 3, exactly. And then East is going to bid 4 hearts anyway. because they've got a game going in hand. Of course, East might be worried, do you just prefer hearts to clubs? Do you only have 2 hearts and 3 clubs, for example? I think 3 no trumps is a better bid by East. It tells your partner, I'm going to game, is it 3 no trumps or is it 4 hearts? Ignore the opponents. No idea what North's double was. Don't understand it at all, because takeout doesn't make sense. If they're going to bid 3 diamonds or 2 spades, but I mean, I don't like either of those. I think pass was the right bid. Anyway, all's well that ends well. Finished in 4 hearts. Slightly different routes to the route I would have taken, but all's well that ends well. And North should lead the diamond. The partners asked them to. And they do. Good. They don't lead a low diamond, because that would promise an honour. So they lead a second one down from a poor suit, which is the correct approach. And South's going to win the king on the ace. The ace on the king, rather. So, from West's perspective, what's going on here? We've got 1 diamond to lose, potentially 2 clubs to lose, depending on where the ace is. We've got a potential heart loser, if the queen drops or not. And we've got a potential spade loser. Where's the queen of spades? Now, when the diamond gets taken here, we're going to be able to discard one of our spades. So we don't need to run the risk of the spade finesse. We could finesse in either direction in spades, known as a 2-way finesse, which is often unattractive. That is really bad defense. Really, I can't tell you how bad that is. You've got the ace sat on top of the king. You've just given the opponent the king of clubs away. I have no understanding whatsoever of that defense. You can see that you're going to kill the king of clubs with your ace. So you just put a Hail Marying that your partner's got a singleton club. Sorry, but that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. West is going to have an easy time now. Given that the hearts are breaking, I think West was always going to make here, because they play the ace of hearts, play the king of hearts, the queen drops, everything's happy. You play your queen of diamonds and throw your spade away, and then you can just lose 2 clubs and a diamond. But they're not going to lose 2 clubs now, because South has cashed the ace of clubs when they can see the king. Honestly bewildering, I'm afraid to say. So West is playing the hearts in the correct way. You play for the drop, missing the queen and 9, you play for the drop, which is West is rewarded for. They're going to come to 11 tricks now. And now West doesn't need to run the risk of the spade finesse. They could play the jack of spades. Just before South made that strange defensively in the ace of clubs, I was discussing the 2-way finesse position. West could lead the jack of spades hoping for South to have the queen, or they could lead a spade to the ace and then lead a spade back towards the jack hoping for North to have the queen. Either way works here. This is known as a 2-way finesse because you can finesse either way, but you don't actually need to. I hope West's not doing that. Looks like they might be. Yeah, this finesse is unnecessary. You play a spade to the ace, you cash the queen of diamonds, throw your spade away. You don't need to finesse. In any case, it's all worked out in the long run. Not sure why North played a diamond there. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So 10 tricks was the right result. It's come about a strange way. West has finessed when they shouldn't in spades, which has given us trick to defence. South cashed the ace of clubs inexplicably when they could see the king of clubs on the dummy. So that gave a trick back to declarer. So they've given a trick away each to each side, so parity has been restored. So they're making their game anyway. Bit of good fortune that the hearts are breaking. West may well have been worried about not making this game when they first saw the dummy, but then when South cashed the ace of clubs, West felt a lot better about it. Because the king of clubs becomes a trick and they've only got 1 club loser. There's 9 of clubs as a winner, but it's not relevant. They've got trumps coming out their ears, so they can rough it. They don't even need to know that the 9 of clubs is a winner. Right now, South should feel really sad that they cashed the ace of clubs, but I don't know. Perhaps they were hoping for their partner to have a singleton club or some miracle. Anyway, the correct result via a different auction and different play, but the correct result